The views and opinions expressed on this program do not reflect the company, owners, management, staff, clients, or partners.
Greetings and welcome to another episode of Bermuda's Feel Good Early Morning Show. Good day, Bermuda, supported by Pete's House and Aliana's Restaurant. I'm Terri Tuku alongside Jackie Lambert, and we want to thank you for getting up early with us this morning. Jack, how are you feeling on this Monday morning?
I don't know. I'm all right.
Well, we did talk about the fact that you didn't get as much sleep as you would have liked. So clearly that means you had a really good weekend, or the weather messed
No, it was just weird. Like, I went to sleep probably around 10:30 last night, which is not my normal time, like an hour later.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I don't know, I kept having this uneasy feeling. So I kept waking back up and I'm just like, oh, wait, it's only 12 o'clock. I can go back to sleep. And then I woke up to use the bathroom at 3 o'clock and I can't sleep rough. I somehow rolled myself into a cocoon.
I know exactly what you're talking about. That is not.
I had one arm free, and I was just like, "So how do I get out of this?"
Get out of this. Yep.
Debacle. Yeah.
I totally get it. I tell you, I didn't have the similar sleep experience as you, but I definitely did go sleep later than I was supposed to. But we are definitely here and ready to bring you some feel good vibes this morning. Our feel good topic of the day, Jackie and I are going to be discussing the most magical place to spend the holidays according to Travel Awaits, and it might not be the place you think it is. If you want to laugh to get your morning started, make sure you stick around for our feel good vibe of the day, which is joke time with Jackie. Now, it is 2 days until December. Today is actually Cyber Monday. Black Friday just passed. And, Jackie and I love a good bargain buy over her. So we want to know, have you started to shop for the holiday season? Because it's literally tomorrow, if you really think about it. Like, Jack, have you started your holiday shopping? Because I have seen some people post on social media. You'd be like, okay, I can see that's a gift for you.
Have you seen the meme where it's just like, I'm horrible at buying gifts because I ended up shopping for myself? So my mom was just like, on Friday, my mom was just like, hey, do you mind coming down with me? I want to go find some fabric. And I was just like, I don't think it's a good idea because I'm going to end up spending unnecessary money on fabric. And she's just like, you can just help me browse. I'm like, okay, fine. I went. Within the first 5 minutes, I had 4 things of fabric sitting ready to be cut. And my mom's just like, I said, I warned you, I told you. And she's like, what are these fabrics for? And I was just like, well, this is going to be Christmas Eve. This is going to be Christmas Day. This is going to be Christmas evening. And then this is going to be Boxing Day. And she's just like,
Christmas evening. I was like, Jackie said Christmas Eve again. No, Christmas evening. Okay.
Well, because for Christmas Day, we do like photos and then we have set dinner. Like the table is set, like set. So,
no, I got it. It was just funny. I was like, wait, is she gonna say this? She's like, how is she gonna go back to Christmas Eve? Okay, sure.
So like I need a dress.
Got you.
For Christmas dinner. Christmas Eve will be like a skirt, and then Christmas evening will be something a little bit more cash.
Got you covered. It looks like you're okay.
So I'm done for myself.
That's yourself. Okay, let's see where the audience is at with their holiday shopping. It looks like Jason Shirley says real men shop on Christmas Eve.
I must be a real man because that's usually when I scramble.
But like, what about the energy that comes when you're scrambling on Christmas Eve? Like, is it just like you like the challenge, Charles? Like, what's the reason for the Christmas Eve shopping?
I feel like it's a rush. One, it's a rush. Two, I feel like a good bit of Bermudians are procrastinators. Like we're just like, yeah, we'll get it sorted, and then it's crunch time, and if you keep succeeding on crunch time, why change the pattern?
Why change it? I get it.
It is working. It works.
It absolutely does work. And it looks like Michael Anthony Mawson is done for the most part, while you are. I honestly think people that are done early are like the real MVPs, because they can just now chill for the rest of the season.
I can't shop too early because then I'm just like, I got you something.
So you can't hold this. You can't hold order for the holidays.
No way. I will give random gifts because it's Saturday and I thought of you. Like, look what I got.
Jack is giving me all the Christmas gifts before Christmas.
Yeah, the new PlayStation game came out, so I was gonna get this to you for Christmas, but here.
They're like, okay, so but then you gotta like start all over, and then so I see why you wait to Christmas Eve, because then you won't have to get rid of all the good gifts beforehand. Maybe you should just like purchase them and leave them at these stores, like just and then pick them up on Christmas.
Oh my God, I know exactly what I'm going to do for next year. I'm going to see if I can do a payment plan, that way I can't get overly excited, but I'm probably still going to be like, look, I'm just going to pay for it.
We're gonna see how this goes next year. I feel like it seems like a great idea. It seems like conceptually it can work. We're just gonna see how practically this works, because in theory everything works out, but when it comes to practicality, not so much. We'll see. Good morning to you, Kathy Rogers. Let us know if you have started your holiday shopping for the season. I'll be honest, I have not either. I have ideas of what I want to get folks. I've seen some local places that have the things that I want to get for the folks. So it's just a matter of me getting into the city and purchasing some of these items or making the orders so that I can get them delivered. So I'm kind of like in between. Like I do know what I want to get to people. So I think that's a start. I think that's better.
Yeah, I know everything I'm getting to everyone. Like I know. Like my niece is probably going to be the most spoiled of them all because she's a teenager. And I'm just like, guess what? And she's like, what? I'm like, I'm getting you stuff for Christmas. And she's just like, can you get me stuff for Christmas? I'm like, no, I'm getting you a wardrobe. And she's just like, I'm like, we get to change your clothes.
I don't know who's most excited about that, you or her, Jack, but we'll definitely see how that goes.
We're basically twins when it comes to it. Like, I'm getting you, like, because you know how you get the Vans that are canvas, and she's an artist. So I'm just like, I'm going to get her like 3 pairs so she can have one.
I hope she's not watching this, because
she's not. She's absolutely getting ready for school.
But then it's the one episode where she's like, she's going to not watch it, or it's like, okay, that's the early Christmas gift. We're just going to have to change that gift to the early Christmas.
Well, I mean, she knows what I'm getting her because I tell her all the time that I know I'm getting her for Christmas.
Okay.
She's still going to be just as excited. She's like me. She's going to forget, and she's going to be like, dude, and it's going to actually be in front. She's going to be like, we got it. Like, it's here. It's here now. It's not just a story or a theory. It's real.
That is perfect. And so I want to come back to the audience. Michael Anthony Mawson says he actually has birthdays in between, and he lives in the States now. So Black Friday shopping. Honestly, that's definitely one of the biggest perks about living in the US, but Bermuda has definitely picked up on the whole Black Friday trend. It's just, so I seen a few people post on social media and said that the Black Friday sales weren't really sales in Bermuda, and I don't know how people felt about the Black Friday sales in Bermuda, but they tried. At the very least, they had some stuff going on at the very least.
My favorite is the meme where it's the guy, which movie is it? I can't remember. Oh my God. But he has the paint across his face and they're getting ready to charge. And it's just like, hold the whatever it is. It's like $4.99. Hold $4.99. Black Friday $6.99. Cut off $200. Real price $4.99. It's the same price, right? And it's like charge. So that's why I was giggling at when it came to Black Friday, because I've seen situations where it's a great, like they actually give you a decent price, but then the shipping all of a sudden is more expensive. So I'm like, I feel like I'm still paying the same as I would have paid yesterday.
You probably are. That's probably the way that they do the math. Their math is mathing. Our math isn't, but it definitely works out for them in the long run. So I want to come to this comment from Jason. He says, what you mean? Santa isn't real? With the sad emoji faces. Listen.
He absolutely is.
Where Jackie is just one of his employees.
What you mean?
Santa, listen.
Keep the magic alive, sir.
That's actually our feel good topic of the day. We're going to be transitioning to that very shortly, but I want to come to this comment from Jason because he definitely says who the meme is, and it's Arnold Schwarzenegger, in case you didn't know that meme that Jackie was describing for you. So when you go look for the meme on the internet, you can just type in Arnold Schwarzenegger and maybe do like Black Friday or something like that, and it'll probably pop up. And in addition to Joke Time with Jackie, that should get your morning started. And I want to give a shout out to Akil. Thank you for joining us. Everyone that is watching, if you haven't already dropped in the comments, go ahead and give us a hey, a good morning, drop an emoji. And we're going to take our first commercial break of the episode, and then we'll be back with our feel good topic of the day. And we're talking about the most magical place in the world to spend the holidays. And it might not actually be the place that you think it is. Jackie and I will be right back.
Looking for that fine dining experience? Then Aliana's is the place for you. And it's lobster season in Bermuda. So ladies, get your girls together for a ladies' night out. Book a table of 4 and each of you will get a 10% discount on your half or whole lobster main course. Starters not included. This lobster special is on until Saturday, December 18th. Serving dinner from 6 p.m. Thursday through Sundays. And of course, we have all your favorites, complemented with our specialty drinks and wine list, followed by our scrumptious homemade desserts. Aliana's Fine Dining Restaurant, 106 Southside St. David's. Phone 777-0555 for reservations. For those special occasions, there's Aliana's.
Welcome back to this episode of Good Day Bermuda, supported by Pete's House and Aliana's Restaurant. I'm Terri Tuku alongside Jackie Lambert. And if you're just joining us, we're getting ready to talk about our feel good topic of the day. And we're going to be discussing the most magical place to spend the holidays according to Travel Awaits. Now, we want to kind of get a sense of where the audience thinks the most magical place to spend the holidays are for, the holidays, Travel Awaits. So go ahead and just give us your best guess. Drop anything in the comments. I know Jackie, when you first saw the place that was actually touted as being the most magical place to spend the holidays, were you surprised?
I was a little confused. I was just like, I wasn't expecting that. But then I was just like, it's beautiful. And it reminded me of the place that I can't find on Instagram anymore in Switzerland.
Oh, yes.
It still hurts my feelings. I'm still going to try and find it. I have to show you this place. But yeah, I was a little shocked because, it's literally magic.
Yeah, like in the title.
I want to use my wand and I can't because it's just...
I was definitely surprised because that was literally, like you said, the term magical, the place that I'm pretty sure everyone knows that Jackie and I are thinking about is Disney World. And I was just like, oh, that has to be the most magical place to spend the holidays because it literally, all they talk about is magic around that entire kingdom. It's literally called Magic Kingdom. So I'm just like, that's a duh. And it was
then
not
it said Florida. So I was like, oh, that definitely. And then I kept going through the article and I was just like, this is not Disney.
It wasn't Disney at all. And so for that, we'll let you guys know what that place is. And so according to Travel Awaits, the most magical place to spend the holidays is in St. Augustine in Florida. Now, there's a lot to say about St. Augustine around the holidays. And the one thing is that they have this festival of lights. It's called Night of Lights. And this year, they're going to be having it for the 28th time. And it looks like Michael Anthony gave us a guess. He said Hogwarts.
Exactly like you, right? You think it's somewhere like that.
You're definitely thinking, you're trying to, put 2 and 2 together. You're thinking the title magical. It's got to be someplace that has magic in it. But this one definitely, I think for me, one of the things that was pretty interesting about that was that they actually light up the entire town with lights. Whereas like, in Bermuda, we try a thing, but like their entire town is just covered in lights. And so like you could just, honestly, if you don't get in the holiday spirits going to St. Augustine, I feel like you're probably just a Grinch because it's probably
like, because they were saying you can do, it's different ways that you can actually go through and view. So you could do, I think you said it was train, boat, walk it. I'm trying to remember what it was.
There's 7 different ways. And like what I found fascinating, like you mentioned, Jack, is like because of the options, you could do the boat, you could do the train, depending on accessibility, right? Because some people might not be able to do the walk-in tour, but you might be able to get a loved one on the boat, on the train. And then there's a lighthouse option. There was 7 different ways, and we will be sharing this article with you all so that you can read more about it and possibly go there.
Like go ahead. A nice little cute little boat ride with your family, snuggled up, hot cocoa or coffee or, you know, malted wine, whichever, and just be nice and warm and snuggly and see those lights. Oh, that's so fun. I want to do that. Is Jamal on? How far away from your house is it?
Jamal, let us know in the comments,
that's carpool.
What's the distance? What's the distance? And so we do want to get the audience involved because obviously we're going to be talking a little bit more about St. Augustine and sharing with you what we know from the article on it. But we want to ask this question. Where is the most magical place for you to spend the holidays? It doesn't necessarily have to be a theme park place or a place like St. Augustine, but I think Janae preempted this question before we even asked us. I want to bring it in. She says, anywhere with my family is magical. And I definitely feel like that is the general consensus. But is there like a specific place that you and your family have been that, you know, makes that particular place special for you all? Do you have one, Jack?
No, because we always host. We're the hosts, so it's always our house.
Right.
Yeah, but we got our tree. We decorate. We set the tables, and of course, you have all the Christmas stuff around the house. The little toy trains, because we have fireplaces. So we have our stockings, hanging up. We even had them for the dogs. Everything. The house just gets turned upside down for Christmas.
That's awesome. So who helps with all of that decorations?
Everybody.
Okay, because I actually saw, I was on Instagram last night and I saw someone that I followed, herself and her daughter were putting the trees together, but the husband was just sitting on the side just watching.
No, my dad.
Does your dad get
my dad's involved? Yep, he helps pick up the tree. He helps put the tree together. He'll try to help with the lights, but we're like, no, Dad, like, we want him to sit on the side and watch and tell us, like, is it straight? Like, you know, because he's a tall one. So he'll help us to get to, you know, the top and stuff and put the light on to the top, the star on the top, or if we choose an angel, whichever one we choose for that. But it's usually star. But he'll get the spots that we can't get to, and, you know, he'll help us turn it, and then he'll back out the way, and then we'll finish. And yeah, we set the table, so we have extra tables in storage. So he hits us, we go to the storage, we pull that out, and he's the maitre d' at the reef, so he will set the table for us. That's his thing, and then we'll do the actual trinkets on the table, and then he'll set the wine glasses, and all our red wine has to be lined on the table for us, and then he has the cooler for our champagne and prosecco and our white wine. Absolutely.
Can you send me a picture? Okay, cute.
Absolutely.
Because I want to see. I just want to see what this looks like, because this sounds like a magical situation.
We set up our chafing dishes, and we set all our foods, and yeah. It's literally an all-day affair of non-stop food.
I can see why you need an entire outfit.
Exactly.
It's not just
and then, so that's the dinner, and then later on it's like open house. So you get comfy, and we play games, and we sit off by the fireplace, and we tell stories. And I love story time because it's always some type of history. I love it. It's fun. So that's my thing.
So that's what you got going on for your magical holiday, and I love to hear it. Michael Anthony Musson says, I'm spending my first Christmas in Boston with my biological and Muslim family. So that's going to be magical, at least for them.
So excited for Mike. Okay. I'm still tired, so I'm a little emotional because this is, I need him to tell his story. I'm happy that he found his biological people, and now he's moved out to Boston with them. And if you don't follow him on Instagram, Terry, you can keep up with his story with that. I'm just happy for him.
Oh, well, that's great. That's a nice experience too. Yeah, right. Yeah. Like just meeting family for the first time, or other family members, and like, you know, if they haven't been connected to you for as long as they have been connected with you, that is like a special occasion. So I feel like Boston's going to be your magical place to always go for the holidays for sure. I love that story. I want to get to this comment from Janae. She says she's been to Florida a few times for Christmas, and the whole family flew out and rented a house. I think most Bermuda families have done that. Playing the Bermuda Cup, a football game in Florida where all Bermudians there gather to play. So there's like a event that y'all just made for the holiday, just randomly? Because that's what Bermudians do.
Never even heard of that.
Like, Janae, you have to give us more information, because one thing I can say about Bermudians, though, no matter where we are in the world, we will not only get together, but we'll make something out of nothing.
Like,
I know when I lived in Atlanta for Good Friday, there was like a thing where Bermudians would hang out in Piedmont Park, and we would do like a Bermuda Good Friday. So you see Bermuda kites and all that good jazz, fish cakes and all that stuff. And so, yeah, leave it to Bermudians to find each other and just reconnect no matter where in the world they are. Now, if you're just joining us, we do want to know, where is the most magical place for you to spend the holidays? Jacky's is at home with her family, which, thinking back on the description that she gave us of just the Christmas dinner, that's a magical experience in and of itself. I know for me, I think I don't have a most magical place yet. Like Janae, it is the kind of catch-all anywhere family would do the trick for me. As much as I do not like the cold, I think a winter wonderland is like the best experience. So for me, as long as there's like, some snow outside and it actually sticks. I like when it was in Atlanta, because in Atlanta, even though it got cold in December, and if it did snow, it would stay for like all of an hour. Like literally all of an hour.
I did Boxing Day and New Year's in Montreal.
I'm ready.
I was not prepared for that cold.
Okay.
I mean, I was warm enough, but it was my first time seeing snow, and it wasn't supposed to snow. It ended up being a snowstorm, so we didn't come back to Bermuda at the time we were supposed to. We were supposed to come back. I'm pretty sure we was just out there for like 4 days, and I was supposed to fly back. And we got stuck out there until like the 6th or 7th, so I missed some school.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but it was like, oh, yay. But that's just like, oh, wait, no, guys, I'm in high school. Like, I have a project I have to hand in. Like, I started panicking. I'm like, do I get exemption from this side? Like, how does this work?
Yeah.
Whatever. I can't remember what happened, so it's neither here nor there. But that was fun. I went ice skating, and
did you fall?
I'm very good at rollerblading, so I didn't realize how loose my laces were. So my aunt was like, you could skate so much better if you tighten them. But she made them too tight. And I was like, I feel like I'm, like, it's supposed to be one with the skates, but I was way too much one with the skates. And then we were playing tag on this, on the rink, and this massive old man couldn't skate, and he landed on my cousin. Like, he was sitting on her. Like, nobody understands how it happened, because it happened so fast. But it was almost like he gripped her to, like, how you're grabbing for air. And then he gripped her, and she fell, and then he, like, landed on top. And she was like, get off of me, I can't breathe.
Oh, no.
So, I will never forget that situation. That was the funniest thing.
That is hilarious. I actually have an ice skating story as well. It's not as funny as that one, but it's mug in a sense, because a friend of mine in Atlanta invited a group of us, our friend group, to go ice skating. And it was like at least 6 or 7 of us that got the invite. And I was the only one that showed up. And I was a little hurt, because I was like, this is a really dope experience, because I'd never been ice skating before that time. And although, Georgia is small, you can create ice rinks. So I go to this ice rink. I hadn't rollerbladed in a while. Actually, I haven't skated in a while. So I'm just like nervous. I'm just like doing the bare minimum to get me around the rink. And I'm looking at these kids who are like half my age, just zooming past, doing all these little tricks and stuff like that. And I lasted the good hour. And then I don't know what happened. I think I lost my footing, and I fell, and I hit my head. It wasn't like a super bad hit my head, but like, yes, I hit my head. And I was like, okay, I'm done. That's it. I'm out. This young boy helped me off the like ring. Like,
tapping out. I'm tapping out.
Like, I was like, I'm tapping out at that point. But it was a really great experience. I think ice skating, being a part of like my holiday experience, is like it's a magical moment, because to honestly see people just like move on that rink with like such grace, that to me looks beautiful. Like 10 out of 10 recommend.
So I was like 14, 15 when we were at Montreal. But like, I got my niece rollerblades, so we were rollerblading on the tennis court and stuff. But I'm supposed to be going back to New York to my bestie. So I was just like, I want to go ice skating. She was just like, booked.
It's gonna be fun
already. And then they had the big Christmas tree at I think it's Rockefeller.
Yes. And so we're actually going to be talking about that tomorrow. So do make sure tomorrow, if you are able to, first thing in the morning, join Jackie and I again, because we're going to be talking about some top vacation spots to go to. And of course, New York is on the list, but we'll definitely share with you some other ones in case you want to try some other places in the world now that, you know, we're outside and overseas. I want to come to this comment by Janae. She says, so going back to the Bermuda Cup in Florida, she said, it's been a while since I've been, but as you guys say, Bermudians find each other and make something happen. She believes it was on Christmas Day. It was a certain field Bermudians would go to and just have a football game. I mean, a full 11 aside with subs. It's a good time.
I love stuff like that, man.
Because, you know, sometimes it's only like a 6 aside, so it's kind of like a watered down version. But I think it's great that you were able to like have like a full fixture. Like
I feel like I could see the uncles getting out there. Somebody's uncle's falling because he thinks he's still got the quick knees.
Still got it.
Love it. Love that.
Love to see. And so, Jack, you have a recommendation on where to go. Michael Anthony Martin says go to Bryant Park for ice skating.
I know exactly where that is. Perfect.
Okay, I don't know where that is, child. Me and New York do not get along.
They have this little well, because I usually go up there and stay at the Hyatt, which now no longer exists, and it's not that far of a walk. And they have this cute little restaurant.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I'm sure it's on the other side of it.
I can't with New York in the winter. It's just.
Well, I haven't played in snow, so I want to see if, as I've gotten older, I like the heat less. So I feel like it's not the same sun. So I'm like, obviously it's not the same sun on my skin. Like, you know how your tolerance or even your palate changes. I wonder if
your skin's palate, your body's palate.
You know, I might be getting close to having hot flashes.
Where does she find the stuff to say, yo? I do not know. I cannot.
I'm gonna have a hot day of like, whoo.
She's gonna be outside in the snow just by herself, making a snow angel.
Nicholas one. She'd be looking at me like, you're right. Where are you from? Bermuda? You mean where it's hot and you okay. What is it? Hot flashes.
I want to come to this next question, Jack, that we have for the audience. And I think you kind of alluded to it, and so did Janae earlier, but I want to hear from the rest of the audience. What makes a place magical for you when you spend the holidays there? And I kind of feel like yourself and Janae have the same kind of, it's the family thing. Like, it's normally the people that you're spending time with. But is there anything else about a place specifically that would make it magical for you?
So I always wanted to like rent a cabin and, you know, watch the snow and like have the inside all decorated and smelling like Christmas. I love a Christmas tree. Like the fact that a small Christmas tree that cost me $80 2 years ago is now going to cost me $150 is not sitting well with me right now. I'm like, it's staying there. But, you know, the smell, the scent, and even, like, you know, having the white Christmas, it just makes me think of Home Alone, right? And I've always wanted to experience that, but I never really was into cool weather. I was like, give me a beach, give me sun, give me boats. And now I'm just like, oh, I want to try and have a white Christmas one year and just walk the trails. And I just feel like that might be fun. But in my head, it sounds magical, but in theory, I might be like, whose idea was this?
Yours? It was literally your idea. You literally just said it.
Plot twist is you, sis.
You quite literally said that. Literally just go like that. Literally. So I want to come to some audience comments. So I haven't mastered this person's name yet, so I'm just gonna pop it in there. So I want to go back to when you were talking about the heat and how you don't like the cool. Well, you didn't like the cool and now you do like the cool. So Miss Pitt, can you say her name?
Tashaya.
I'm gonna get it, Tashaya. I'm gonna get it. So she says it's not the same sun. I think we all agree with that. It's not the same sun. It's the sun of our preteens and teenage years. This ain't it. Just, I don't know, she's done something different. Absolutely done something different. And Janae says that she hates the heat, but she also hates the cool. So Janae, where are you going? Where are you living?
In a constant fall.
Okay, like
so we're just we're gonna chase the fall. We're gonna chase the season.
Move around.
Oh, this temperature isn't working for me. Where's the jack?
That's so like Janae said, okay, it's fall in Australia now. Okay, I'm going on that side of the world.
You gotta do Jeffrey.
Absolutely. So, speaking of what makes a place magical, Michael Anthony says it's all about the people you spend with. For me, I do feel like the people definitely can make or break your magical experience, to be honest. Because even if you did have that winter wonderland idea that you wanted to have Jack into, people weren't vibing with it.
Right. And I'm single, so I'm thinking like I want to have, you know, all the Christmas movies is a rom-com, right? And I want to have that moment where I'm walking through, I slip and somebody catches me and I look up and it's this beautiful person, but my luck is not going to be, I'm going to let it fall. Fall, look around and there's nobody there. I'm just going to walk away and be like, thank God nobody saw that.
Just somebody videotaping and sending it to Sean for Mr. Voiceover. We're just gonna see Jacky in New Year with his voiceover by Sean.
Looking around, oh, she thought nobody saw her, huh? We got you.
I absolutely I feel like that's gonna be the most hilarious thing to experience if that ever did happen. Like, not obviously not from a health perspective, safety first, but it would just be funny if that happened in real life and it just all worked into that way.
You ever see me fall? It takes me forever to get up because I have to stop laughing at myself to gain strength to get up. It's gonna take like 10 minutes.
I mean, no, he's gonna have so much fun with the laughing part trying to get up. Like, that's gonna be bad. I don't know if it's gonna happen.
Slip.
I don't know if it's gonna happen, but clearly, Sean, we've just given you. So when you catch Jacky falling, this is how it's gonna go. So Tashaya says she agrees with you, Jack. She's always wanted to do a cabin, and drink hot cocoa. Is there like a favorite hot cocoa brand that you have? Because, you know, Swiss Miss used to be my thing back in the day, but I don't know if like we have elevated ourselves as adults or if we like make our own hot cocoa, or like what are we doing with our hot cocoa situation? Are we still Swiss Missing it?
Yes and no. I can't remember the brand, but one of my best friends, she went away to London and she found this little tea spot like through an alleyway, and they have these different cocos, and she got me this white cocoa, like white hot chocolate, and I have to find the brand. It is amazing.
It was
wow. But I can only have a little bit. Yeah, it was wow. I can only have a little bit because
I know.
The gut.
You know, I have never had dark chocolate hot cocoa, but I'm interested. Okay, because I was like, that's the alternative, I guess.
Yeah, no, I've had it once and it was to die for. And I'm actually considering doing it myself. You know, use a little oat milk and melt some dark chocolate. And here we go. I'm going to do that today.
I was literally saying that's what's going to happen.
I'm sitting here like it's supposed to be rainy weather. I'm probably just going to stay inside and be warm, clean a little bit, play a little Christmas music. I might sing Mariah Carey about 8 times today.
First of all, if Mariah Carey hasn't been started, if you haven't started to play Mariah Carey's holiday album yet, you're behind 8 ball. We all need to get our lives together.
I started singing that as soon as Cup Match was over. I was just like, I don't know, y'all. This is Jacky in a nutshell. So according to Jason, what makes a place magical for him during the holidays is food, family, and the Christmas spirits. And that's actually a double entendre because not only the spirits, the drink, but actually the Christmas spirits, you know, the holiday spirit. And so let's go back to Janae, because so when we were talking about the fact that she doesn't really like the heat or the cold, here's her explanation. She lived in Canada for 9 years. She did Christmas there a few times, and honestly, it's just not the same. Nothing compares to him and family. I feel like people don't turn up like Bermudians. No.
Speaking of turning up like Bermudians, we will be talking about that tomorrow and the pride that we have for our tolerance and our excessive consumption. Is it a thing that is killing our community, or are we just finding ourselves a little bit too excited to celebrate, more or less? So we're definitely going to be talking about that tomorrow. So you do want to make sure you come back and watch Jacky and I tomorrow for another episode of Good Day Bermuda. And I want to come back to this comment from Michael Anthony, Jack.
Sorry. I pre-read it. I love the curl, but my bow spot does not. Michael, wear your wool hat, okay? Oh, you know what I do? I don't know if you guys know this trick, but they have the I think they're like coffee beans, but you get them for like the heating pads that you can travel with. I think Shaquille O'Neal actually is his brand.
Oh, okay, because his bowl.
No, but he doesn't put it on his hair. But I use them for like when I go places where it's cold and I know I'm not going to be warm enough. I will put them against my butt, like my back or around different because they're like stickies, and I'll stick them to keep me warm. They're like extra insulation.
So are you telling him to put the thing on his head or not? Like, I'm confused. Okay.
Yes, I'm saying, get a little one, cut a little bit out, stick it to your hair, put your hat on, and you'll be toasty. You probably start sweating. You're probably like...
Yeah, people are like, why you so hot? People ask me, is this going through menopause? Like, sir.
Oh, my God.
You're sweating and it's cold outside. I'm a little confused. So Tashea says, okay, I don't know. Is that Switzerland?
Yeah, Swiss Miss.
Oh,
coffee,
Miss,
hot chocolate.
Or if in Toronto, Tim Hortons. Okay, yeah, I've never been to Canada, so that's why I was a little, wait, what's Tim Hortons? I was confused. Okay, got it. Definitely gonna try that out when I go to Canada because I feel like it'll be pretty nice up there. And it's usually cold there a lot, right? Like it's cold there for a majority of the year anyway. Like they have a summer, but it's not like as long as the rest of the world.
I don't know. It's a different type of coat. Like, so in April I went 1 year and it was flurries. Like it was almost snow. And I had on, like I was dressed in like jeans and a tank. No jacket, nothing. I was just walking through. And I was just, if you walk too fast, it gets hot. I was just like, really? It's kind of hot in here. And I was just like, you know, I was just like, hot in here. I am getting so hot. I want to take my clothes off. Oh my God, salt and pepper, you know.
That's hilarious. So according to Michael, he says Christmas music should only start the week of Christmas and end on Boxing Day because y'all Christmas people have gotten carried away.
You're not Christmassy enough. Wait till I'm gonna hit up your family and be like, excuse me,
make sure you play the playlist.
Yeah. Start it now.
So I want to come back to 2 more comments before we take our final commercial break of the episode, and then we'll be back with our Feel Good Vibe of the day, which is joke time with Jackie. So if you haven't laughed already so far in today's episode, don't worry because Jackie has some really corny jokes for you to enjoy. So Jason is laughing at the icy hot on his head.
It warms up with your body, so I mean, he would say nice. People want to know if it's coming or going.
Tashea says it's actually snowing right now in Toronto. So, okay, it's actually extra cool where you are. And there is that. I
think the closest to me making a snowman would either be like out in New York when I go to jazz or at the beach, which would be like not a snowman, the Sandman.
And that's okay because that's what we have in Bermuda and that's what we hear.
Give me a dream. Make it the trum 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 trum. I can't remember the words, you guys.
And on that note, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and then Jackie and I will be back with our Feel Good Vibe of the day. So make sure you do not go anywhere.
Same smooth sounds, different name. BCG Radio, home of Bermuda's most engaging morning talk shows, The Daily Hour and Good Day Bermuda. Download the app available for Android and Apple devices. BCG Radio, your station for conversations and entertainment.
Welcome back to this episode of Good Day Bermuda, supported by Pete's House and Adiana's Restaurant. I'm Terri Tuku alongside Jackie Lambert. And before we get into our Feel Good Vibe of the day, which is Joke Time with Jackie, I just wanted to round out with this last comment from Michael Anthony Musson. We were talking about the bald spot and the hats and the icy hot, He says he has a hat, but then he gets hot, so he has to take it off, and then the bald spot gets cold again. So that's his problem.
Get a toupee. Please get a toupee. Get a
She said please get a toupee.
Get a sandy one, don't get one that matches your hair or green. Get a Caucasian one and then cut it up.
Oh my God, you just said an alphabet. No thanks.
Please.
On that note, audience, let us know in the comments what you thought of today's episode. Jack, it sounds like you have some really good magical holiday plans in store for this year. And I'm excited for you. I am super excited for you.
I am. I mean, it's not the same because I'm typically used to everybody having their Christmas party. So socially, my clock is like, yes, we're here. And then like, muscle memory is just like, what's happening?
We're not here.
Anyway, joke time. Are we ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
Yes. Okay. What brand of underwear do scientists wear?
What brand? Nassau. I don't know.
Calvin Klein.
Calvin Klein, because of the. Okay. I made you say Calvin like that because it's like the blood. Like what?
Calvin.
Like, oh my gosh.
Okay, sorry. Where do pirates get their hooks?
The deep blue sea.
Secondhand stores. You get it? Secondhand.
I get it, but I was like, this girl.
Okay.
This is the secondhand. Yes, I get it.
What's the difference between a well-dressed man on a unicycle and a poorly dressed man on a bicycle?
A well-dressed man on a... I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know. Like, I'm nervous. Attire? Yes, I get it. I love when she thinks I don't get it, but it's just like she is laughing. So listen,
my amps hurt.
The audience definitely loves when you laugh before the joke or before you get the answer, because clearly we can't all be as great as you at getting these answers.
I'm sorry, guys.
I definitely love it.
The more it burns, the more it's funny.
And so they also love the way that I react to the jokes. So we thank you all for joining us for this episode of Good Day Bermuda and for engaging with us today. Do make sure you come back for another Feel Good conversation tomorrow. Jacky and I will be back to bring you more Feel Good vibes. Until next time, peace and have a good day, Bermuda.